I just want to say, if you don't like the Thunderbolts, I absolutely understand. I mean, Marvel hasn't done nothing but completely destroy heroes. I used to absolutely love She-Hulk. Of course, it started in 1996, the Incredible Hulk animation series. Back then, they really knew how to treat female characters. And then guess what happened? She got her own series. And it completely bombed. Absolutely nobody liked it. I don't even think the actor is very attractive. So when Disney keeps giving us trash series and trash movies, I can understand how you wouldn't want to support anything Disney does, never less the Thunderbolts. But when something is good, it's just good. Thunderbolts wasn't bad. It was actually a good story. I think the overall movie was good too. Let me deal with the elephant in the room. There was no way they were going to beat Sentry. There's no one in our current Marvel Cinematic Universe that can beat Sentry. Even more so if the Void was completely serious. He could have ended this whole thing a lot more quickly than that. These guys are a bunch of gunslingers, right? I mean, more generally speaking. Let me tell you a comic book story. The day Frank Castle met the Sentry. I'm sure Frank Castle needs no introduction. When he seen the Sentry, the first thing Frank Castle did is get the ever-living heck out of there. Frank even says he could have ended this already, but he hasn't. A goddamn Punisher himself said Sentry was going easy on him. I absolutely love Bucky's character development here. He's actually helping these darker heroes come to terms and come into their light. Well, I say heroes, but they're mainly more mercenaries than assassins, right? But I will say one thing, they definitely didn't hold back on Winter Soldiers or anyone's strengths. Sebastian Stan's Winter Soldier is just as perfect as always. But even then, there was no way that Sebastian Stan's Winter Soldier was going to beat the Sentry. So they quote-unquote beat the Sentry a different way by defeating the Void. The Sentry in the comics is a character that struggles with depression and the darkness. A character trying to find out who he is and stay that way. And you better hope in that struggle that he chooses to say the Sentry and not the Void. You really don't, guys. This is what happened to the Hulk when he fought Void. The Void nearly broke every single bone in Hulk's body. Reed Richards himself said that he could have been better right now, but the pain is keeping him the Hulk. I understand that a lot of you think there's a lot of sadness and sorrow in this movie, but that's also part of Sentry's character. I understand you guys wanted more of the actual Sentry fight, but understand that was impossible. Sentry in the comics not the Green Scar out of the Green Scar Hulk. Hulk at that point hadn't been Banner for years, but fighting Sentry put him as Bruce Banner. It should also be known that Hulk at that point was near at World Breaker. Having Sentry fight him any longer than what he did would have been disrespectful. Clearly he was holding him back. What he did to US Agent's shield was just a warning. So beating the Sentry was absolutely out, but beating the Void by pulling the Sentry out of his depression, it might not have been perfect, but for the MCU, the Sentry and the Void, it was good enough. I think people are starting to come around that the movie wasn't exactly terrible too. But tell me what you guys think about the movie. Subscribe and I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.